been happening out in the garden. Time for an update. All right, can you guys tell me what's been going on out here?
Yeah,
A lot's
we got some
changed.
sweet potatoes planted. We put some slits in Saturday, and we've got a few extras, so we're just checking them and replacing some of the ones that looked a little weak. And yeah, trying to check on things. We've been away on vacation, and we've been taking some time to play football instead of garden, so we got some work to do to get things cleaned up and caught up, but things are doing okay.
What do we have here, Evan?
Sweet potatoes, and we just planted these tonight.
Okay, so these are fresh planted tonight. How did you guys plant those?
So you buy the bundles in the garden store, and then you separate them, and then put black dirt, and then
and then you kind of push the dirt up around it.
Yeah.
And so it kind of
like
makes a mound.
That one is a mound.
Yep. So it kind of mounds up. Each little slip has its own hill. We've got some of our summer crops in now. So Evan, what do we have in this row?
This is yellow straight neck squash.
Very good. And what's behind you? It's a different type of squash. Do you remember what it's called? Green zucchini. Zucchini. And come on up here. So that's all squash. Hopefully you won't get too many squash bugs. And then down the rest of that row, yep, we have all kinds of peppers. So what are these called right here, Evan?
They're called pepper bell.
What are they called? Golden California Wonder Sweet Bell Pepper. What do we have here, Evan?
Jalapenos.
Jalapenos.
Hot pepper. I can't read it.
Hot pepper piment fort. So we got a whole bunch of peppers here, and make sure when you process your peppers you wear gloves so you don't burn your hands. I've made that mistake before. It hurts. Okay, next to our sweet potatoes, actually between our sweet potato rows, because we have sweet potatoes here and sweet potatoes here, we have a row of what? What are these?
I don't know.
There's a little tag right here. You can show everybody. That is called a champion tomato. So I believe Daddy has a bunch of different varieties of tomatoes. But that is what that one is. And they're getting very well established for it being the middle of May. So we should have a pretty good crop of tomatoes for marinara and salsas and all that good stuff. What you guys working on?
That's perfect.
They are weeding
That's actually the best way
around the beets right now. Because we don't want those weeds to take all the good nutrients away from our beets. And here we have a whole row of green beans, and we can never have enough of these because I love going to the neighbor's house and canning with her, and so we will can our green beans together hopefully this summer. So you can see the green bean plants are doing really good, and these we kind of snuck in early because we like to harvest them before we travel in July. Usually we would wait until after Mother's Day around here, but we snuck them in before Mother's Day.
Almost done weed eating.
Great.
Elena, tell us about these onions.
These onions have buds on them, but those don't tell when they're ready to pick. You can pick them now as a fresh one, but if you want to wait till the skin is on them, then you have to get them later.
Okay, thank you for telling us about that. So we'll thin them all out. We'll get some fresh and we'll let some get skins on them.
Yep.
Right, so our spinach is getting to the end of its life cycle and starting to bolt. So Evan is going to harvest some spinach, and I'll let him tell you what he's doing.
So I use a pocket knife, but you can use a lot of different types of knives. So that's when it's bolting. So I'm just going to cut some of these. Get in there. And there's one. There's a really big one.
Yes. Yes. Welcome to gardening.
And yeah.
Good job, bud. So we can saute this, or we can eat it plain. How does your sister like to eat her spinach? Do you remember?
Plain.
With what?
Honey.
With honey. Okay.
And here we have some leaf lettuce that got misplaced in this row. So I'm just going to keep cutting.
Tomatoes have actually grown
Yeah.
a pretty extraordinary amount, hon.
I know, they look good.
How cold it's been.